You want to pay me to spend time with you?
And I can help you with your work.
Now you could tell that's a straight up fatsuit right there. I mean, like he's poking his head out of a beanbag or something, you know. and they do this in the movie too, because it's almost. You know you want to sit on that. DTmerch.com is up, and we got plenty of stuff for it. We got all kind of stuff now, from mugs to coasters to stickers to caps, hoodies, and we got the shirt of the month. Don't forget Pixie. Pixie's going to be our shirt designed by Teresa Rockabirdie. It's going to be up for the rest of December. Yeah, we have a very animal themed show tonight. First we have Puss in Boots the cat, and now we got the whale. And everybody's talking about this movie because they're talking about Brendan Fraser. Now it's funny because they talk about Brendan Fraser like he's been gone. Brendan Fraser has been around.
I know.
He's been doing, like he was in Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, yeah. I
forgot, but he played a smaller part in an HBO it was a period film, a gangster period film.
Oh, yeah. That one by Steven Soderbergh.
Yeah. So this man's been around, but I guess as far as him being having the star status that he had like back in the 90s, hasn't had that really. And that's fine. You know, he's it's not like he's poor, broke, anything, but people have been saying, damn, do you remember Brendan Fraser when he used to be Brendan Fraser? Mm-hmm. You know, the guy that every time he did something, people talked about it. Well, people are talking about this right now. In this movie, as you can see, he plays a 300-pound plus gay man who's a college instructor. And because of his appearance, he hides himself behind a black screen, cuts the camera off when they're doing the Zoom courses or, you know, the classes. He's pretty much eating himself to death, just sitting around, just letting his body go to waste. It's almost like he has no purpose in life, and that's why he's doing that. Well, his daughter reappears. What's that girl's name? She's from Stranger Things. Sadie Sink. His daughter comes around. And the moment she gets there, you're like, look at your fat ass. She goes, oh, you're disgusted. I hate you. Obviously, there's been some tension in their relationship. Usually when you have daddy issues like that, dad has not been around. Well, dad is 300 pounds and can't move on one thing. I mean, let's be
it's not my fault.
Yeah. I mean, he's on Zoom and people can't even see him. So
and he's way over 300 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, he's beyond morbidly obese. He is deadly obese at this point. People are talking about this movie again because of Brendan Fraser's great performance. How does the rest of the movie stack up? Let's go ahead. And this is a Darren Aronofsky movie who we haven't seen for a while. Was his last movie Mother?
Mother, yeah.
Which got mixed reviews from people. I was one of the people that did like it. But as you can see, Darren Aronofsky can be sort of a polarizing director for people with his projects. Unanimously, people seem to love Brendan Fraser here, but how do they feel about the rest of the film?
Sorry.
You say you're sorry one more time, I will shove a knife right into you. I swear to God.
Go ahead. What's it gonna do? My internal organs are 2 feet in at least.
Shit, he ain't lying. I mean, you think he's joking?
There's a lot of stuff like that where you're like, I feel like I'm not supposed to laugh at that, but that's funny.
Yeah, you might lose your hand in that. I'm stuck. Help!
I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
The answer's probably no. I hate to tell you, man. I didn't see nothing in this movie. Hong Chow plays his caretaker, who's not even official. It's just that she shares a past somewhat with him, and she's trying her best to keep him healthy, which he just won't do. He's depressed after losing the love of his life, his gay lover, who is actually also the big reason why his family fell apart and why his daughter hates him. And he's hoping to rekindle the relationship with her. You know, and she tells him, you expect to just walk into my life again and think that you can start over. And he's like, well, first of all, look, man, I ain't walking nowhere. Second of all, your ass came to my house, acting crazy. So
no, that's you saying that. I wish it was him saying that.
Oh, yeah, no, that is me. Yeah, no, that is me completely saying that because she walks in and just abuses him, just verbally abuses him. Actually, physically abuses him at one point too. Almost tries to kill him. I mean, listen, you have to see the movie to see what I'm talking about. I'm not saying she's a murderer, but she really does some foul things to her father. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But just to get to the point that everybody's talking about with this movie, yes, Brendan Fraser is amazing in this movie. He hasn't had a role like this in years. And of course, now it's one of those performances where there's a character that is all up in their feelings. A lot of crying, a lot of remorseful soliloquies about what they've done in their life.
Got a physical ailment. That's an Oscar checkbox.
Yeah. Only thing that he's not is mentally challenging. You can't do that no more.
Right.
But it's an amazing performance on his side, man. I mean, whether we see these characters all the time or not, which we do. I'm not I can't lie. These characters are. These characters are written for the stage, and this is what they mean by staging. These at a time characters were written, this exaggerated because they were on the stage, and whether that's the case here or not, I still have to say, excellent performance on Brendan Fraser's part. I mean, what he's going through is heartbreaking, and it's only because Brendan Fraser has the ability to do that. I mean, if this was a less experienced, a talented actor, it could have gone that way. Where this is just, this is exaggeration, and this is emotionally manipulative, and this is also, as we would say, the year-end Oscar bait performance because he ain't doing nothing but crying. when he ain't eating, and I'm not making a joke. When he ain't eating, he's crying. So this could
sometimes he's jacking off. But
we got that out the way early. If he ain't touching him, if he ain't trying to find his dick, then it's one of those stage performances that we expect from a stage play, and this was a stage play.
Yeah, the screenwriter wrote this as a play that had been performed for a while on the West Coast.
Yeah. Samuel D. Hunter is the writer. This was done by this clip I'm about to show you is done by the South Coast Repertory Productions back in 2013.
You want to pay me to spend time with you?
And I can help you with your work.
Now you could tell that's a straight up fancy right there. Like he's poking his head out of a beanbag or something. and they do this in the movie too, because it's almost. You want to sit on that. But. Nah, here's another thing in the movie. So to show he's fat, he's always eating buckets of KFC and always ordering pizza. Listen, y'all, let me just say this. Brendan Fraser's performance, excellent. I didn't really care for the rest of this movie, man.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's how I felt watching it.
Good.
And I won't say I didn't care for everything else. Coming on, there was some feeling sorry for him. And Brendan Fraser, like they say, like it's the performance of his career, and partially because he's good at it, and partially because nobody's giving him a role like this. I have to say that as great as his performance is, I preferred the performance of Hong Chow and Samantha Morton. I thought they transcended the staginess of the movie. I mean,
you're right. I didn't think about that. Hong Chow really is the most authentic, fulfilling person in this movie.
Yeah, she really is. I think she's just fantastic in everything, and she's
was she
underrated.
in the Menu?
Yeah, she was in the Menu. She was in The Watchmen.
Oh, yes, she was. Yes.
Yeah, she was a big villain in The Watchmen.
Yeah. Oh, that was her.
Yeah. She was the love interest in Downsizing.
And
then Samantha Morton, the wife, comes in near the end, and I was like, he's good too. Everything else about this movie. Like, I was kind of with it at first, but the more it went on, the more I was like, all right, this whole thing he's doing and the reason is stupid. Like his whole thing of like, I won't get help for myself, and I'm not going to say what his reasoning is. Yeah. But I was like, that does not hold water. And And Sadie Sink, at first I was like, oh, wow, she does not remind me of her character at Stranger Things. But the more it went on, I was like, her character is angry and angry. That's it. She had one speed. And you have this other kid come in who's kind of goofy, but there was a point where he meets her and just immediately just spills out his whole life story. And I was like, that's the moment that this made me go, this is not a movie, this is a play.
It's a play. And if you ask me, no disrespect to the writer, really, I want to respect people's work. And congratulations for having this made into a movie. But for my taste, we keep saying staging. The Sadie Sink is just a raging little bitch in this movie, man.
Exactly.
She's just angry. And the thing is, I can understand that anger felt authentic, but she's got one mode. And that one mode is just to bring the melodrama.
Yeah.
And, that is just, she's just angry just to create tension and to just create drama.
Yes. And the irritation at her anger is multiplied by her father, who keeps going like, you're just the perfect kid. You're just so wonderful.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, could you stop?
He said, you're an amazing kid. Amazing at what? Being a bitch?
Exactly. I mean, after you sitting there for an hour and a half, you're like, I ain't see her do one amazing thing.
Yeah.
She wrote a paper when she was 8 that you can't get over, and that's about it.
There's a missionary, this kid that comes by that's trying to, tell him about the word of God. And everybody has their secrets in this movie. She just starts just poking and prodding at this kid. And first of all, it's annoying. It's very annoying. And his character is unlikable, not in a good way. A lot of people can be unlikable and it fits the story. I just couldn't stand this. Yeah. It just didn't deviate away from that 1 minute. Not one moment in this movie. But this missionary kid, she keeps poking and prodding at him until he can lock himself in a room and look up in the sky and give his soliloquy to him. And I was just like, oh my God.
Yep. That was the moment for me. That was the moment that broke me, where I was on the fence about it. I was like, well, I think it's okay. And I was like, no.
All these stage cliches. This is what people, again, wow, I feel bad because I don't want to disrespect the writer, but, and this is going to be a harsh criticism, I'm sorry, but this feels like what people write, not because of what comes natural to them, it's what they feel like they should write for the stage. Honestly, this felt like an amateur play to me.
I know. Yeah. It felt like it wasn't, because I've liked plenty of things that were based on plays. Ma Rainey's Rainey's Black Bottom and One Night in Miami. Love those, and I thought they did well translating to film. But this was like, man, not only does this feel like a play, but it feels like a play that if I saw this, and I like going to live theater, but I'd walk out going like, yeah, I should have stayed home.
Yeah, I thought because everybody was talking about it, I was so scared that I was going to be the bad guy. Which, hey, look, it's just my opinion. I'm not trying to stir things up, but I thought because everybody was talking about, and Fences was good, even that got a little crazy at some point, but it was good. But because everybody was talking about Brendan, there's a missionary kid right there. What's that actor's name?
I don't remember.
Ty Simpkins as Thomas the missionary. I thought because everybody was praising Brendan Fraser's performance that everybody was loving this movie, and they probably are. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like people are. But
are they? Because I can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish I could be there with everybody. I haven't read any reviews. I really haven't. I have seen just these quotes about Brendan Fraser. So I'm going in just assuming that this movie, people are loving. And if they do, if that's the case, I don't know if they are, then that's great. But to me, it just does not feel authentic.
Well, and not only does it not feel authentic as a movie and all that, but and I saw it at a premiere at the Paramount that had Aronofsky and the writer there, and once again, they talk about how the importance of respecting people who are morbidly obese and not exploiting them. And there's a point in this movie where I was like, I feel like y'all are exploiting him. Like there's a point when they do something, they do some little things here and there, but there's a one scene where I was like, this is clearly here to make us either laugh at him or go, look at you fat.
Yes, I was going to bring that up because I was going to say, man, the other thing that they do here is that they take the obesity theme, man, they take that to just ridiculous levels in the movie. There's a point where he gets real depressed. And it turns into a cartoon. It does. He goes to he opens up a box of pizza. He just starts eating 2 at a time, and he's shaking it. He's just gorging himself. Yeah, it's a cartoon. By the way, if you don't watch this while you're eating, Because it's nasty. Because he said, do you find me disgusting? I'm sorry. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this so you can get some help. but he opened up that pizza, got about 2 or 3 slices, stacked them. He's like, and he goes to the kitchen and starts opening up potato chips and he just starts attacking the kitchen.
That's the thing. It's like, okay, you're gonna binge eat, but you gotta like be messy and nasty about it.
Man, his face is just covered with slime and food. He's like, and I'm like, man, tell me I'm not supposed to be crying here unless I'm crying from laughter. Because I said, man, this is funny. And then after he's done gorgeous himself, he picks up a trash can. He starts vomiting. I'm like, man, come on. Y'all know y'all going too far with this. Man, he picked up that whole pizza, just folded it. I was like, man, come on.
Man, you worried about being a bad guy. I just want to reach over and hug you right now. I see it at a premiere where everybody's giving a standing ovation. I'm just like,
because they got to.
Yeah, so writers there really into it. And then I, read it. People were like, have you seen The Whale? And man, Brendan Fraser, that's the guy to beat this year. I was like, yeah.
And he probably, you know what? Yeah, he probably will. He will probably be the one. The way they're talking about this, because once you start talking and getting momentum in that area, then you're probably going to be the forerunner or the front runner for the best actor award.
Plus, just him personally, everybody wants to see him have a comeback.
Yeah. So he probably will win this year, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like Martin, you said, he got a physical ailment. Shit, if you listen,
he really has a mental element too. When you think about it.
No, he's depressed.
Yeah.
That's why he's eating like he is.
Yeah.
Which is a real thing. I can respect that. Yeah. So, between being mentally ill and physically ill and just crying the whole time. Just trying to be the best person I can. It's like, all right, man. All right. You're great, but this seems very transparent to me. And I just like I said, in some ways, for such great performances that we have here, it feels amateurish in some parts. So yeah, man, I feel that this is a rental for me, man. And I'm sorry to say his performance, full price. Excellent. The movie, a rental.
Well, because I like also, I actually love the performances of the adult women in the movie. I'll go a high rental.
High rental, good. Yeah. Man, and like I said, I don't know if some people watching this, maybe it's just, hey, maybe I'm just not a theater person like I thought I was. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it. It's probably on me. So don't let me tell you, to see this or not to see this. I mean, if you're a theater person, I'd say give it a shot, man. This is probably something that you're gonna really love. I wouldn't know. Just tell me how I felt.
I feel like it's disingenuous, but it doesn't know that it is. It thinks it's doing something, and it's doing the opposite of that.
Somebody said, man, I said, I wasn't going to make no whale joke. Somebody said, we channeling Ahab. Man, wait,
don't make me laugh at that.
He is a white whale, man. So, and, can I say one more thing? The end of this movie is ridiculous.
Oh, God. What? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I can't say.
Because I saw it like a couple months ago, but yeah.
Yeah, by that point, that's what I said. Okay, this is a rental. I was giving it a second chance, but it was ridiculous, man.